This is Cheshire Lake, France. Known as the French redmire, the venue is intimate, snaggy, with unknown stock and plenty of naturals. We knew this lake was going to be a challenge, but we couldn't wait to get stuck in. So let's start at the beginning. We checked into a hotel in Folkestone and enjoyed a couple of pints before getting back on the road early the next morning. Coming off the Eurotunnel, we were greeted with freezing conditions and snow on the ground, which soon gave way to clearer skies and warmer temps the further we drove. Arriving at the lake, we didn't have much to go off, but it was a feast for the eyes, surrounded by snaggy, overhanging trees, quiet little bays, and all the places that carp love. Being tired from the journey, I threw out a small solid bag and got some rest, only to be woken first light by a screaming take. Confidence was high with a bite so soon, and at £34 bang on, it was a great way to start, and we was all sure plenty more bites would follow.
Get her back. Yep. Off she goes.
After a celebratory cup of Yorkshire's finest, I jumped in the dinghy and had a proper search for some spots. Not something I'd done before, but after a few attempts, I couldn't stay out of it. Later that day, we were joined by Roy and his dog Eddie, and we sat back and chilled in each other's company, hopeful that a rod would rattle off at any moment. At night the temperature had dropped to -6 and I woke up to frozen rods and ice in my sling, but that didn't stop Eddie wanting to play with his ball, but it definitely slowed the carp down. My ugly feet are cold. Who'd have thought it'd be this cold? Still here, still enjoying the fishing, even though it's really, really hard. We've got a big weather system coming in on Thursday, and I'm actually a little bit worried because if I pan round, you'll see my new bivvy, which is a ProLogic Avenger 2-man, and to be fair, I'm really impressed with it. It's absolutely quality, but will it stand up to 60 mile an hour winds? We shall see. With the fishing being super hard and a big weather front moving in, we decided to dedicate a day to stalking the margins and the snags. Right now I'm being very quiet. I'm having a go at stalking. I've seen a couple of fish right under the snag. It's risky fishing, but I'm fishing safe. The rod's fully locked up, and I'm right by my rod should I need to be. Come on, carp. We are here and we are on our 4th day. Is that right? No, 5th day. And yeah, still only one fish. It is rock solid. Big weather front coming in now. Low pressure drop, big winds, and hopefully the bivvy stands up to it. And hopefully the carp get the heads down. Really, really hard. As I say, we knew that coming into it, but yeah, I'd just like to see us all catch one before we go home, because it's a long way to come, and we've spent a lot of money on it. So yeah, would definitely be nice to get a few more, but got to be in it to win it, so we'll see.
It's not ever hard for me to cry no more. Put the pillow to my eyes no more.
With the bad weather rolling in, I got busy with the marker rod to find a new spot where I could introduce a big bed of bait, a tactic we hadn't tried yet with the fish being so wary. But after a spot was found on a clay plateau, I spummed around 3 kilo of the new BFM out and waited.
Lose my mind, 'cause ain't no way that a girl like me could be sane. I'm about to lose my mind, it's getting out of line, I'm running out of time.
Roy, who is a bailiff at Lack the Lane, had to leave us a day early. So that night we all hung out together whilst he cooked us an amazing roast chicken on the cob, and we enjoyed some decent French wine, and Eddie got some rest.
I ain't scared to die no more, no more, no more. I ain't scared to die no more. I'm so strong. I'm going on a road trip. My tank is fully loaded. Maybe it won't take us.
The weather really had moved in, with 50 mile an hour winds and torrential rains. But in a last ditch attempt, Cam rebaited his spot and sent out a fresh rig. And as we were sat talking about the wheat we had, would you believe, out of nowhere, his rod melted off. Cam was in. Yes, Cam. Got a thunderstorm coming a bit later on, a bit of thunder and lightning, and I'm hoping that huge pressure drop just gets them down on a baited spot. Yeah, as I say, really, really tough going. But I've had a cracking time. I've really enjoyed myself. Ate some lovely food. I've enjoyed the guys' company, and I can't wait to come back, to be fair. And I would definitely come back here. I know it's really, really hard, but yeah, there's something about it. Snaggy, intimate, weary fish, brilliant. Anyway, it's absolutely blasting it down again, so I'll get back in the bivvy. Literally an hour left of the trip and one in the sling. So I'm gonna have this cup of tea and then we're gonna get it weighed and get on the road. Oh, I'm knackered.
But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Yeah, right. Can we get in the shot quickly? Smile. Right, let's bounce.
Let's get it walk out.
Yeah. And just like that, our week was over. We had every season crammed into 1 week and the fishing was seriously hard. I learnt new things such as boat work and wrapping my hook baits to avoid the craze. Our trip was filled with ups and downs, but lots of laughs, and I can't wait to get back out on the bank with the guys.